In the current living Maya, they didn't have to me, didn't present a clear idea of that. They knew that they have the pattern and that the prophecies are important. They knew that they could predict what was going to happen. And that seems to be where their consciousness right now is mostly focused, is on providing the warnings of what might happen, or what is going to happen in the future. It seems to be most of their focus.
Now another question, did they have any type of connection with another civilizations in their time?
I believe so.
Like
looking at the
sharing
inscriptions, yeah, I think so. In fact, it looks like the Mayan civilization came from the Olmecs, and the Olmecs more than likely came from Atlantis. So, along with the people, the Celts and the Egyptians and the Phoenicians. And there's Phoenician ships that are crashed off of the Florida coast. I mean, I've met people who have dived on them and brought up urns off the Florida coast. So yeah, there was lots of enterprise. Mm-hmm.
This is a general question, right? I would mention that if anybody knows about the super ionized water.
Oh yeah, the angel water. Angel water from Drungalo Melchizedek, the Turkish water. I don't know. Has anybody tried that stuff? A few years ago, I had an opportunity to try some.
What'd you think?
I thought it was water.
Is it from a special well, or?
No, it's a process, supposedly.
Tuning for it?
Supposedly, it's a process, yeah, in Turkey that they were producing. Ionized water. But there's water everywhere all over the place now.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, two more questions and that's it. So one back here.
I wanted to ask you to speak about what you did previous talk about how all the ships we're going through right now are not really going to affect people that are really close to the land, indigenous Mayas or people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, these changes that are going to come, the faster and faster things change. The bigger and bigger the system is you have, the slower it changes. The bigger the system, the slower it changes. Like an aircraft carrier, for instance, like the Enterprise, it takes 3 miles for it to turn around. A speedboat, you're back the other way. So you look at our society, the momentum, the inertia that we've built up, going in this one direction and gobbling and mashing things as we go, we have really got a lot going on, and we're way up here above anything natural. And when the support finally comes out, boom, this is going to be like Wile E. Coyote over the Grand Canyon. It's a long ways down. On the other hand, the poor Maya, the very poor Maya, that don't have a nickel to rub together. These guys are going to be absolutely fine. Nothing is going to change in their world. They're going to be gathering coconuts, and they're going to be, eating lobsters, and the same as they're doing all the way. So, all of a sudden, these people who were trying to help by giving them refrigerators and electric mixers, and all of a sudden they're going to be just fine. And there's people here in the United States going to be horribly upset that there's no Dream Whip at the store. So, yeah, not a lot to worry about on their behalf. Okay, last question. Both of you. Okay, you first.
Okay. Tamari and miso?
Tamari and miso.
Right, fermented soy.
Oh, yeah. Bad.
Oh.
We can't even eat the brags, brags. Tastes good. Soy.
And you have
Before, I'm saying this stuff. Okay, now, I'm not a doctor, But at my website are the clinical reports.
Explain that.
So don't take my word for it. Go research for yourself. The knowledge is available.
Explain that.
So what do the Mayan prophecies point to with the future and with the times that they're focusing on, say, at the end of their calendar? What are they saying? What are they prophesying?
Well, that's also on our webpage. Carlos Barrios is the most authoritative, outspoken representative for the Mayan civilization right now. And his letters are there, his speeches. He's also on Earth Changes TV. He's been doing a lot there. And what he's basically saying is, it's over! Your whole life is going to turn upside down, that there's going to be massive earth changes, earthquakes that will wipe out millions of people, tornadoes, typhoons, tsunamis, and it's happening. That the economy is gone, and that's already true. You're all bankrupt.
They're not going to try to take our houses, are they?
The what?
Not going to try to take our houses, are they?
Well, actually, they are going to try to take your house. They want everybody on the street. They want everybody on the street demonstrating. They want everybody on the street out there demonstrating against their next door neighbor and against everything. That's the general plan, is to cause absolute chaos. Because they win in that plan. That's not going to happen. There will be plenty of people who go out to resist, and they will, in that, be dealt with very, very harshly by our government. Very harshly. That's why I'm saying don't go demonstrate. You don't need to do that. It's like you know what tasers are, right?
Yeah.
Tasers. Well, now they have. I mean, for crowd control, they're just itching to use this. They've developed a gas, a plasma gas, that they can spray over a crowd and taser 1,000 people all at once.
That's technology.
So, you know, it's like there's more possible now. Just don't get in the way of all that. You know, just don't participate in that resistance.
I was going to say, I understand that after 2012, time and life as we now know it will not exist.
Right.
It doesn't mean that life won't continue, but as we know it will not exist.
The limits are going to come off of our experience. Right now, we're experiencing mostly 5 senses. That's a limit. There's lots more going on in a whole spectrum of light that we aren't even seeing, hearing. You know, there's all of that. Opens wide up. Stargates, other times, other dimensions, all of that open right up. So it's we aren't equipped at this moment to understand where we're actually going. We can just see the direction.
Things are looking up.
Very much. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
This little period of time, 80, 100 years we're here in our life, and we happen to be in the midst to hit the top of the pyramid.
I know.
What about our souls in the past that have evolved and come and laid the groundwork for us?
Yeah.
And do they spiritually move forward in some other?
Heck, some of them might be us. There's a whole lot of people on the planet right now. Yeah, some of us. I mean, you know, I think the Atlanteans were really smart guys, right? High tech and somewhat spiritual, or at least intellectually. I think they figured this all out. I think it was the Atlanteans or somebody like that that figured it all out 15,000 years too early. Bummer.
Well, maybe right on time.
So, what they try to do with all their expertise is move all this forward. Oops. It just didn't work so good. So here we are. Riding a wave. I want to thank you all very, very much.